Listen, last week Smackdown went under 1 million viewers for the first time in history. I'm gonna take a little sip of a libation of that. Hold on. Will it happen again? I don't know. We're gonna find out. But I sat here and I watched this week Smackdown just to predict whether or not this is gonna go under 1 million. And to be honest, long story short, I watched SmackDown since like last year. All them episodes are pretty much terrible. I will challenge anybody to give me 5 great episodes. Matter of fact, give me 10 good episodes and then give me 5. I don't think nobody can do that because it ain't 5 nor 10 good to great episodes of SmackDown since last year. It's pretty terrible. But I will say this episode wasn't that bad. It reminded me of it's got like a 10 episode weekly TV show. And, like episode 4 or 5 is like the meat and potatoes, kind of story building. Nothing really exciting happens. This is like one of those episodes. It's not the worst episode, but it's not the best. But we're going to go over it, man. We're going to do this shit segment by segment, man. Let's start it out, man. Listen, we start the show off, Big Cody. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Libation himself. Mr. What do you want to talk about? He comes out mid-pop. Not going to lie. Not the greatest pop. Not the greatest pop at all. But he came out. Everybody did the whoa. The baby was in the crowd. That was pretty cool. We in South Carolina. He the Carolina boys. You know what I mean? South Kakalaki in the house. So, he starts with the usual, what do you want to talk about? Talks to the crowd for a little bit. Lets everybody know he's done with Drew McIntyre. Then he's like, man, I'm about to go chill with y'all. We're going to find out who's the next person that wants to challenge for the title. Boom. We got young Aleister Black, a.k.a. the Karrion Kross 2.0 with Scarlett 2.0. Aleister Black and Zelina, they came out. Actually a pretty, decent. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. The motto of this episode was short and sweet. There wasn't a lot of long, drawn-out promos, matches, which, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I've watched a lot of Raws. I watched a lot of SmackDowns. Some of these promos, some of these entrances, some of these matches can just drag and just take forever. This actually wasn't bad. Aleister Black came out there with Zelina. They talked for a little bit. Zelina said, your nightmare is about to begin, and she smacked the dog fire out of Cody. I mean, goddamn, it was pretty cool. Nick Aldis came out there, Mr. NWA champion himself. Came out there, he said, yo, I see y'all can't keep your hands to yourself. We gonna have a main event of y'all two going at it. Not for the title, but, hey, guess what? It's good to see Cody Rhodes wrestle on TV. So then after that, boom. We go ahead. We got the Mad Dragon. You can see him walking out from the parking lot, coming towards the arena. He gets stopped by my boy Tama Tonga. I don't know why they got the face paint on. My man's told me why they got it on, but whatever. They got the face paint on. He stares him down. He's like, yo, such and such, U.S. title, it ain't going to be safe on you. Cool. Ilya comes out there through Gorilla, comes to the arena, and guess who comes out? Tommaso Ciampa. Snooze fest. You know what I'm saying? I'm arguing with people on Twitter right now. They like, yo, Ilya Dragunov, he this, he that. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Ilya Dragunov is strictly for you NXT nerds who is just in too deep with all this shit. I'm a casual, bro. Let's be real. Nobody cares about Ilya Dragunov. Nobody cares about Tommaso Ciampa, DIY, Johnny Gargano. None of these guys. But nonetheless, Tommaso Ciampa comes out there. Yo, you ducked me last time. He comes out there with DIY. Dragunov says, yo, I'm not going to get you. I'm going to get your boy, Johnny. So we get a Johnny Gargano, Ilya Dragunov match. People on the internet are acting like Stone Cold and The Rock is going at it. Decent match. Good ending, but nothing special. And you know how I know it's nothing special? I didn't hear one "this is awesome" chance. And I ain't gonna lie, you don't have to do much. This bar for the fans in today's WWE environment, you don't have to do much to get a "this is awesome." You ain't gotta do much. They ain't get that. So for anybody that's saying this is a classic, a banger, man, they just glazing. As the youngest would say, them boys was glazing. Long story short, Ilya Dragunov, he actually does an impressive move. He actually picks him up. Gargano is on the outside turnbuckle. Dragunov is on the inside turnbuckle. He picks him up in a suplex position, lifts him up from the outside, brings him inside, suplexes him, hit him with the H-bomb. Shout out to Hang 'em High on Twitter. Stick. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3. Game over. So, after that, my boy R-Truth, he pops up in a backstage segment with Nick Aldis. Actually wasn't a bad segment. I know people don't like the fact that R-Truth is back on his goofy man shit, but I ain't gonna lie, it didn't make sense for R-Truth to come back after we all want him to come back and then he's a heel. No, we want you to be funny, my nigga. We want you to be Ron Cena, R-Truth, cool. Actually, was a pretty funny segment. Can't lie. I said Cena. R-Truth's like, yo, I want to be a part of the Time Is Now tournament, which is the tournament to determine who's going to face John Cena at the end. It's like a ping pong, like an NBA draft, draft lottery type of thing. He's like, yo, I want to put my fucking entry inside of the little spinner ball, whatever it's called. And he's like, yo, I'm going to put my balls in your hand, which was kind of funny. And then Nick Aldis like, bro, you already in the tournament. And then Truth is like, my nigga, I don't want my balls nowhere near your balls. Gay, but yeah, it's funny. So after that, we get Jay Cargo to get the little hype package going on. I ain't gonna lie, the Saturday night's main event match was kind of mid, but it did show Jade as a dominant champion, as a dominant heel. So it was cool. But I ain't gonna lie, this actually is the best part of the show. Jade comes out. I'm talking to people on Twitter right now. She probably says like no less than, 10 words. She pretty much like, yo, everybody in the locker room, I'm going to let y'all know I'm that bitch. Drops him like, perfect. I don't need nothing more. You're a heel. You're dominant. Look at Jade. She's fucking big as shit. Like, ain't really a lot of women backstage that can really fuck with her off rip. Just off of just like look alone. Maybe not just off of pure size. But as far as somebody being built like her, ain't really nobody built like her. Maybe besides Bianca. So I thought it was great. Drops the mic. She walks off. Throw the champion in the air. Boom, Charlotte and Alexa comes out because Charlotte has a match with Nia. They have a nice stare down. I love it. Charlotte is like kind of tempted, want to go at Jade because Jade talking shit to her. Alexa hold her back. I loved everything about it. So then, boom, we go to commercial. We come back. It's a backstage segment with Jade, and I felt like Jade just murdered this whole thing. Man, listen, you got Chelsea Green talking to B-Fab and Meechin. They're talking about Chelsea Green is talking about this and that. Jade comes out the corner like, yo, I heard you was talking shit about me. You gonna get this foot in your chest. Boom. Chelsea Green scared as shit. She don't want no smoke. So then Jade walked past her. B-Fab and Meechin walking towards the door. Jade, she like, man, watch out. What the fuck is y'all? Bro, she was really on some big bully shit, and I loved it. I loved every second of it. It was all short and sweet, and this is really imposing Jade as the dominant heel champ, which we need, bro. Like, and I feel like as Jade, come on, bro, like, she cool as a face, but as a heel, I think this was great. Everybody, oh, it's too short. Why does she can't talk this? Well, if she can't talk, why the fuck would you have her talk? If she can't talk, nigga, let's keep her promo short. Let's let her whoop some ass. What the fuck is we talking about? People are like, well, Roman, my nigga, Roman couldn't get over without Paul Heyman. Brock Lesnar couldn't get over without Paul Heyman. If you got somebody that can't talk, you put him with somebody that can talk. And if you ain't got nobody that can talk with him, you don't have him talk long. Simple. What the fuck is we talking about? Oh, she shouldn't have the champ because she can't talk. My nigga, it's not all about talking. It's about in-ring, it's about talking, and it's about presence. She got presence. In-ring, we gotta see. But as far as the talking, my nigga, you ain't gotta talk that much. Just be intimidating. And that's all Jay was. It was perfect. I don't care what nobody said. So after that, Nia versus Charlotte Flair. Decent match. Really nothing memorable. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of sloppy. I feel like, honestly, I'm really a Nia Jax fan. And she gets so much heat. I feel like, while I heard stories that she got kind of, I think, fired or demoted in the company because she was hurting people. Because she big as fuck. Ain't nobody else big as her. So it's like you working with Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss and Lyra Valkyria and everybody who's small as fuck. So it's like, yo, I can't really do what I want to do because I'm going to hurt y'all. So she has to go slower. She has to kind of take off like a speed on her moves. She has to take off a little bit of aggression on her moves because she's heavy. She's heavy-handed. Like a slight little push might toss a bitch across the ring. So she got to really go easy. And I feel like that's really kind of diminishing her a little bit. But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to hurt Charlotte. Charlotte's old. Both of them probably old, whatever. So it was a decent match. But the surprise of the night was Lash Legend. She came out over the barricade. And I mean, bro, she really put Alexa Bliss in an L. Like, she was really, like, damn, bitch, you about to really break her neck out this motherfucker. It was kind of a little realistic. I liked it. I thought it was a great little introduction for Lash, even though it's not her first time on the main roster, but this is her first time as a singles competitor on the main roster. For everybody didn't know, she was on the main roster for a couple matches with Jakara Jackson. Shout out Jakara Jackson. I love Jakara Jackson. I'm mad she got released, but she's on TNA. She's still getting bread. But the Metaphor Girls, it had a special little place in my heart, bro. I love the Metaphor Girls. But yeah, Lash Legend, she on there solo. She distracted Charlotte by putting Alexa Bliss in the L. Big sleeper hole. Charlotte is trying to look like, yo, what's going on with my teammate? Because, of course, they are tag champions. Nia Jax catches slipping. She hits her with the Annihilator. Big Yokozuna. Hey! 1, 2, 3, game over. Nia and Chelsea Green. I said Nia and Chelsea Green. Nia and Charlotte. Nia and Lash Legend. They both hug. Blase blah. Boom. Cool. Fast forward, I think it was commercial. We get a beautiful backstage segment. And I mean, like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. Nia Jax has always been one of the best talkers. And this was like, listen, I can't really confirm, but usually when you got a backstage promo and you see that live sign on the top right corner, this is live, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like, it's one time. You can't fail. If you do fail, you fuck up. Bro, this was all natural. Nia killed it. Lash was in the background doing all the little movements and whatnot, killing it. And when she talked, not a stutter, not a hesitation. It was like, bro, she was talking to me and you. Fire. Amazing debut. Jay, Nia, Lash, these are the highlights of the show. Not gonna lie. Everything was great with that. So, boom, fast forward. After that, we get, boom, the United States, Women's United States Championship match between Julia and Chelsea Green. It's tough, bro. People are really complaining because Julia hasn't been booked right. I'm not going to lie. It's really a conversation for another day. Some of these talents that are being brought up from NXT, they are skipping a lot of steps. And it's like, I don't know why they're getting pushed so fast. Because it's like, I get it, sink or swim, but it's like, at least let's give these people a chance. So really, Julia came in with the same time with Stephanie Van Kier. I mean, their careers are going to be parallel. Because even like in NXT, they had the big match in New York to unify, well, not really unify, but to go up with both of the champions. Stephanie wins. I'm going to be honest. It's a reason why Stephanie Van Kier is doing a lot better than Julia. And there's one simple rule. You can judge me how you want. Stephanie got an ass. Stephanie got a fucking fat ass, bro. And that shit is easy to look at. It's easy to grab attention from a casual audience because she can't talk. Neither can Julia. So it ain't like, oh, one can talk better than the other. One can wrestle better than the other because they both are all the same, damn near and everything. But Stephanie got that ass, my boy. Stephanie got that ass and Julia just don't. She kind of like And then, all right, well, we're going to pair her with Kiana James. Only problem with that is Kiana James is really a nobody on the main roster. Even though Kiana James, I think, is pretty good. She's just a nobody, yo. So it's like you pair her with a jobber when she's already a jobber. Disservice. But nonetheless, who cares about none of that? Chelsea Green got the belt back, and that's what we always should have had since this entire run. Chelsea Green should have been having a Gunther-level title reign, bro. She's the inaugural Women's United States champion holder, and to be real with you, she should have never lost it. Even though I love Zelina Vega. Come on, bro. We just was handing out champions just because. No reason why she should have got that. No reason why Julia should have got it. Chelsea Green is the United States champion. But long story short, this was a very short match. First, we had a little segment. You know, Chelsea Green came out with an entrance. She says, what's up to Ethan Page? Ethan Page is the North American NXT champion, and he's one half of the AAA Mixed Tag Team champion with Chelsea Green. So it was kind of cool to see them two. They both Canadians. Cool to see. Not going to lie. Really cool. So long story short, the match starts. Kiana James tries to distract Chelsea Green. Alba Fire, which is part of the Secret Service with Chelsea Green. She super kicks Kiana James. Julia looks at Kiana James like, oh, what the hell's going on? Chelsea Green rolls her up. Feet on the ropes. 1, 2, 3. Bing, bing, bing. Get out of there. 1 minute and 33 seconds. Short and sweet. I love it. Good pop. Good reaction. Hey, no problem. Fast forward. All right, boom. We got a backstage segment with Solo and the MFT. Not bad. Nothing crazy. Nothing impressive. Tamatonga, Talatonga, Tungaloa, JC Mateo. Don't know why they call it MFT. But the entrance was pretty cool. Not going to lie. The entrance was fire. So then after that, we got Talatonga versus Ray Phoenix. I really was kind of intrigued by this matchup. I was just talking earlier about Tyler Tongue, and I'm like, yo, they need to do something with him. Like, he fits the old WWE superstar makeup. You want a motherfucker that's just larger than life. You want somebody that's huge, like, you know, just like, damn, that really whoop somebody's ass. And, you know, he really, like, I'm not going to say he is kind of Undertaker. He looks like a Kane or Undertaker, bro. Like, he's like 7 feet tall. And this nigga is like kind of built. This nigga does look like Kane or Undertaker, yo. I'm like, there's something here. There's something here. I thought it was actually a pretty good match. Ray Phoenix, he's a smaller opponent. And, you know, if you was a smaller guy fighting a dude who was like 7 feet tall and you're like 5'9", you're going to try to go for his limbs. You're going to try breaking his legs down. You're going to try to go for his arms. You're going to try to do everything just to break him down. And that's what Ray Phoenix is doing. Ray Phoenix, listen, he's not over. He has no story. We don't know nothing about him compared to his brother, Penta. He's nowhere near as being over. But Ray Phoenix is talented. Ray Phoenix might be a better wrestler than Penta. Quiet as it kept. Ray Phoenix is really good. So, in ring-wise, it was a great match. And I saw what I needed to see. Bro, that fucking last ride powerbomb he did to Ray Phoenix, brutal. That choke slam, brutal. That's all I need to see. I need to see those type of moves. We got something here. It's not bad. It wasn't bad at all. I'm not going to lie. So then after that, we go to our main event. Cody Rhodes versus Mr. Aleister Black, a.k.a. Karrion Kross 2.0. And all you Karrion Kross fans, listen, I was an early on champion of Karrion Kross. I was championing him and said he deserves more screen time when he was with the Final Testament on Raw and he was getting no reactions. I said, I see something. He reminds me of Triple H. He reminds me of something. He got something. You know what the classic saying is? We're going to see when that bell rang. And my God, the bell rung? Dude, what up? What's the Evolution shit? No, sir. Boy can't go. Listen, shout out to Karrion Kross. If you're watching this, more power and respect to you. I hope you know what I'm saying, getting a living out here. Hey, I'm just one guy, bro. I ain't stopping your money train. You know what I'm saying? I got an opinion. I have a right to my opinion. You kind of old, bro. Like, I just don't think you can go no more. So the fact that they are using your storyline with Karrion Kross and Scarlett with Aleister Black and Zelina, I think it's genius. So, Cody Rhodes versus Aleister Black, pretty good match. I think Cody is slow. I'm not going to lie. I just think Cody is slow, bro. I don't know. I like Cody. I think Cody should turn heel. Cody, as a babyface, his moveset is a little slow. And his timing is always off. I hate seeing Cody matches sometimes because his timing is like, I don't know if they practice with like his opponents, but it's like his Cody cutters are always, you can tell somebody's just waiting. Like they get up and Cody is like bouncing off the rope and they're like waiting to jump into it and get hit with it. It's always just off. It's always slow, but nonetheless, decent match. Nothing crazy. Highlight of the night, though, along with Jade, Nia, and Lash, was Drew McIntyre claymoring the fuck out the ref. Boy, that shit was fire. I like it. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't even a DQ, nothing. Like, the ref was just out, and the show went off. Damian Priest came out there. He started whooping motherfucking Aleister Black. Drew McIntyre came out there. He started whooping Cody. Whatchamacallit? Aleister Black started whooping on Cody. Cody started whooping on Aleister. Cody started whooping on Drew, back and forth. Then Nick Aldis came in there. He said, you know what, Drew, you're suspended. Listen, ending credits, show's over. 1 through 10, bro, I get this. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't do these reviews a lot, so it's gonna really sound like I'm really caping for WWE. But I'm gonna post my Twitter, bro. Y'all can look through my tweets, bro. I trash SmackDown. I trash this WWE shit because it's been ass since The Rock has not been here. Now, it has been some good Raws, but it's probably been like 2, maybe 3 good SmackDowns, like great SmackDowns since I've been watching. That was like Mania 40 kickoff type shit. This is actually a decent episode. I would give it a 6.5 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Would I tell somebody to watch this? Fuck no. But nonetheless, it was good. That's my review, man. Will this hit above $1 million? That's the real question here. Because this shit crazy. Now, hold on. Let's talk too, though. This show only drew 7,000 fans. This arena holds like 14 to 15,000. So the arena was half empty. And even still with the 7,000, it's like, this shit wasn't a sellout. It wasn't packed. By even cutting off half the arena, it still wasn't packed. You saw the tarps. You saw the empty arenas. And you saw the empty seats. It's crazy. People like to talk about AEW. Yo, the margin is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Who knows? We're going to see what WWE goes from here. I'm Trippin' Belly. I never trip. This is Don't Trip Wrestling. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. If you don't like my opinion, motherfucker, speak your mind, bitch ass nigga. We get in this comment, we could throw down on the set, nigga. I'll let y'all.